All right. How's everyone doing this glorious morning here? Morning for us. Cricket for Americans. Nick here.
Gabe, the Night Watchman.
And we are going to watch this as long as YouTube will allow us to. We have Willow, and I saw all the highlights on there last night, so I assume we'd be able to watch it, but it gives me this message that you have to be a subscriber, blah, 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 to these different TV channels. So we are watching the LPL Match 8 game, Stallions versus Tuskers. And what's up, Arv? And we are going to be here as long as this cricket channel does not get taken down, or this YouTube channel does not get taken down. But as far as I know, this is the live match. This is the first year. Yep, first year of LPL. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for being patient as we got our first chance at some LPL. This is a brand new league, Mr. Gabe. This is being played in, it looks like one stadium, 23 matches, 5 teams in this inaugural season. One stadium. We're on the southern tip of Sri Lanka. And, the Stallions, they're undefeated so far. And the Tuskers have 1 win and 2 losses.
Yeah, man, I'm coming tonight for the match. You know what I'm saying? I'm off today, so Nick's been holding it down for a minute. I'm gonna come and it's funny. Watch me come tonight, and tonight Australia loses because that's just my luck. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna come tonight and check out the game. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, they're playing in a different stadium, I hear, for tonight's match. So who knows? Maybe the pitch won't be as friendly for Australia. We'll see what kind of changes India makes on the bowling side, but we'll get to that later. Right now, we got the Stallions. They are 5 and no loss. It's a second over. You got Pereira bowling. These are players. A lot of these players we do not know about, so we're going to learn about it. We got Banuka at strike, and that's a nice shot for a boundary. One bouncer right there for Banuka. Nice time we come on and we see a nice little boundary there. Gabe, I already think I know what team I want to root for 2 reasons, but I'm going to let you choose.
Oh man, pressure. Ooh, you know what? It's too much pressure. I'm still trying to get it on my TV, bro, because stupid control. I never ordered the other one.
Do you want me to tell you the title of the video?
Yeah, well, I'm looking up Sri Lanka. Somebody said to put in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, I honestly, what did I put LPL match 8, and it was, for me, it was the third thing.
Let's see if that works.
I didn't see the Sri Lanka channel myself streaming it. Let me see if it is. Yeah, I'm not seeing it from the Sri Lanka channel. They say also Tech Boom has it. I see it right there. Yeah, there's quite a few people streaming it. This one has almost 4,000 subscribers, and they streamed the last match, so I'm assuming it won't get taken down. Nepal today says he's watching it today, but regardless, how's everyone doing? This is the inaugural season, like I said. They had the draft October 19th, so not too long ago. This season was supposed to start in August, but because of COVID, it kept getting pushed back and pushed back. This was supposed to be at 3 different venues, but it got pushed to just this one venue. They were talking about possibly going out of the country and playing other places, but they got approved to play here. They are playing, let me get the name of the stadium or the city, in Hambantota.
Right.
Southern tip, almost the southern tip, most southern tip of Sri Lanka. And, I'm going to tell you, Gabe, I want to go for the Stallions, mainly because the Italian stallion, right? But also because they're undefeated, Gabe.
Are they undefeated? Ooh.
News Eye is a channel. The quality is better than Tech Boom says Arv. Appreciate that. How's everyone doing? Thank you, Renell. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, Gabe. The people missed you. They couldn't handle themselves a whole dose of Nick for back-to-back nights. With my salt.
Can you blame them? Come on, man. It's been nothing.
Oh, man.
It's been nothing but a Nick win fest for a long time. They want to see the killer win. Come on now.
So I got some big news for you, Gabe.
What's that?
Huge news. Read an article this morning. Someone had told me about last night. SRK, Shah Rukh Khan. He purchased an American cricket team. They're going to start a T20 league in America.
No.
Yeah, I'm not sure when. He purchased the LA facet of it. Guess what he called it? The LA Knight Riders. 6 teams in America, T20 league.
What?
How about that?
Starting? When is this starting?
2022. 2022?
Oh, that's exciting. That's exciting.
Haven't we been talking about that forever? And then it happens because the gods love us.
You know what? We gotta rock. We gotta rock with them because that's the closest team to us. We'll be able to, bro. We might go to an inaugural game. We might just have to go to the inaugural game. LA?
Really? Holla at your boy.
He said 30-22. Get out of here, Arrow. 30-22.
Why must you hate us so much?
Oh man, but that sounds cool, man. I'll definitely go to that.
I'm trying to find what they're going to call it. The other franchises will be in New York, San Fran, Dallas, Chicago, and DC. Shah Rukh Khan rocking that Knight Riders name, man. He can't quit it. He can't go away from it.
He loves it, man. Come on now.
I ain't quitting you.
I can't quit you. I knew I loved SRK.
That's right, Arv. You'll go to the New York games. We'll go to the LA games. Patel is in there bowling. It's 12 and no loss in the third over. There's 1 ball left. Patel's in his second over. He's only giving up 7. Only gave up 3 this over. They have some overseas players, but Gabe, I'm telling you, so many players opted out once they were drafted. We're talking about players like Faf, Carlos Brathwaite, David Miller, David Milan, Chris Gale, Wahib Riaz, Asif Ali. I mean, all these players opted out. Oh, is that a run out?
That's a run out.
Woo.
He's out. He is out, cousin.
The running has not been, or the scoring has not been too high there. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a run out. Goodbye. My Stallions, what are you doing to me?
Oh, man. Bringing me early morning joy.
Look at Vishal saying he should be arrested for 5 years. Oh, I love it.
No, it was a no ball?
No,
somebody put no ball in the
on
chat.
The screen. Oh, a run out on a no ball. Oh, gosh. That's the second time I've seen that now. Both times for the team I've been rooting for.
That is a problem, my friend.
This guy, I didn't even get his name. Fernando. This guy joins the likes of Moeen Ali. A run out on a no ball.
That is crazy. Nick, hold on for a second, bro. This is driving me crazy.
No problem. Oh, Fernando, what are you doing to me? They wrote a song about you, Abedin. How are you going to do that to me? Dale Staines playing? That's cool. I knew Andre Russell was playing. I've heard him been losing his mind. Let's see. Do I know any of the players in the Stallions team? Do I recognize any of the names? There's 2 Fernandos. Free hit. Oh, he does a little swing and miss. Gosh. Do I know anyone on this team? That is a negative. Jaya Surya, that last name sounds familiar, but I think that's the last name of another famous cricketer. Do I know anyone on the Tuskers team? Dale Steyn. That's the only name I know. Which team is Andre Russell on? Excuse me. Which team is Andre Russell? I don't see him anywhere. There he is. The Kings. Colombo. A run out. A. Fernando. How dare you? Brendan Taylor. Yeah, he's a beast. Don't get out because you go past a crease, homie. Mollick. Thank you. Turning point. Is this right? Is this right that I say no other team apart from KKR can buy? Oh, that's just what you're saying. Or maybe you're saying that's a rule. I don't know. That no other team can buy stake in the USA League. That's the clause for the first 5 years. SRK has that kind of power? This guy controls Bollywood and now he controls Hollywood? He's going to control the world?
Stop it. Who owns the other 6 teams? That's interesting. That is interesting.
So the owner that owns San Francisco is a person named TRK. The person that owns the Chicago team is BRK. They're all aliases. He owns them all.
He owns all of them?
Of everything. And he says, don't worry, BCCI, I got you hooked up.
That is hilarious. Now we got De Silva? Yep, De Silva's at strike right now. And
I know that name, don't I? Don't we know De Silva?
I've heard it, but no, I don't think that's we've actually seen him play yet. So I gotta say, run rate. This is T20, 4 runs and over. Oh man, this is ugly, cousin. Gabe, yesterday Russell scored 50 off 14 balls. I heard is he in the LPL as well, Andre Russell?
The Colombo Kings.
Colombo King. My man got to make that money. I will say one thing that's really weird, Nick, that is like cricket doesn't stop. And a lot of these guys play almost year round, if you think about it. You know what I mean, dude? Well, you wouldn't have that in American sport like baseball, basketball. I mean, when there's world classics, those guys play a lot, but not, you know, some people play for like winter ball teams or whatnot, the younger players, you know what I'm saying, bro? But man, it's crazy.
Yeah, this is rough so far. Power play, nothing. They must not have the power play in the LPL. Look at that. Fernando, 3 runs, 5 balls. Banuka, 10 runs, 17 balls. De Silva's just in there. He's already got 1 run on 3 balls. They've used Patel and Pereira both for 2 overs, only giving up 8 each.
Gabe, you can watch England and South Africa in a half hour. Yeah, you know, we got school today, so we're not going to be able to watch past 8. But we definitely will be streaming tonight. Lanka Premier League 2020. You know, you got to feel bad, man, that this is their inaugural season and they don't have any fans you know what I mean? No, any crowds. It's brutal. We have the same issue here in America where at least here in Las Vegas, this is the inaugural season for our stadium for the Las Vegas Raiders, and not a fan has been able to enjoy it. Not one fan. It's brutal.
But this is their first season, and they have to rock with no fans. I mean, that's commitment right there. When you know that COVID is just taking everything out, and you're like, nope, we're still going to rock it. Thanks, Renell. I appreciate sending that request. I'm not sure if it's going to go through.
There we go. Little scoop shot there. That'll up your run rate.
About time.
Little 6 there. Oh, did it go over? Or did it hit the pad?
Yeah, the West Indies are getting destroyed against New Zealand. Why isn't Russell on that squad? Is he not usually on their T20 squad? Does he not usually have the invite? Now, his IPL was not very impressive whatsoever, but neither was Maxwell's. Look what he's doing in the international game. Gabe, you should see what Maxwell's doing. This guy's out of control.
He's putting in work.
63 runs on 29 balls.
Woo!
45 runs on 19 balls.
That's ugly. That's ugly,
He hit more sixes in his first match in this ODI series than he did all of the IPL.
The entire IPL. That's funny.
They said that he went up to KL Rahul, his captain for the Kings, and he apologized for his crappy performance in the IPL.
Stop it.
That's what they said. Can you
really
believe that? He went up to him. What? I'm sorry.
That is something I always wanted to see. You know, and I would always, at least in America, bro, I always wanted to see an athlete come up there and say, you know what? We you know, this wasn't our best performance. You know what I really wanted to see? In boxing, you'll appreciate this. Mike Tyson fought Roy Jones the other day.
Yep.
Mike Tyson destroyed Roy Jones, and they called it a draw. I would have loved for Roy Jones to say, I don't know what they're talking about, man. Mike won this fight. I would love Oscar De La Hoya for Felix Trinidad. Now, Felix Trinidad is Puerto Rican, all right? I'm Puerto Rican, so that's my dude. De La Hoya destroyed Trinidad, and he got Don King'd. De La Hoya got Don King'd, so that means the fight got stolen. I would love for once at a press conference for a player to just sit up there and be like, you know what, man? I lost. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the officials or referees were thinking. I lost. You know, it is what it is.
Hearing what I'm hearing? First of all, Han Solo is like, is that real life, Gabe? Yeah, guys, I took the muzzle off. You know, he's on a short leash. We'll see if he comes back. We'll see. Justice for Renell. But am I hearing what I'm hearing right now? Gabe is saying he would love for someone to admit they lost. Gabe is saying that. Would Gabe be the first one to admit that if he was in a boxing match? I don't think so.
Listen, well, actually, every fighter always thinks they won every fight. You know what I mean? But I was just so frustrated to see it the other day, man. And I'm like, come on. Like, what are you thinking? Come on. Just,
Finally, we got a new bowler here. Let's see if he can get pumped. Gunaratnam. Oh, really? The first ball?
Get out of here. Give him a finger.
Put that finger up.
I love how he looked at the umpire. Like, oh, man.
It was unflappable.
Oh, good. You know what? I got to tell you what.
Look at Han Solo. He's like, I don't see a Mets hat, so it must not be the real game.
Mets hat. Come on, Han. You know I would never be wearing a Met hat. You know that. Stop it. Met fans don't wear Met hats. There are no Met fans. Stop it.
This guy. He calls me the drive-by master. He says Met fans don't wear Met hats.
I'm serious.
My goodness.
Have you ever met a Met fan? I know you. I know you've met plenty of Yankee fans.
Yeah, we have a good friend who's a Mets fan. What are you talking about?
And when's the last time you saw him wear a Met hat? Point proven. Point proven.
I saw the guy on City Slickers wear a Met hat.
Exactly. Billy Crystal.
This guy is harsh. This guy hates the Mets. Haven't they suffered enough without you having to rub it in?
Oh man, oh man.
You ever listen to your boy Don LaGreca? I mean, he's suffering.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I love it too, but still, the man is suffering.
Did they make the ground smaller?
Oh no!
Got him.
Off the crease.
Oh, got him.
It figures as soon as I say, "Oh, I'm going to go with the Stallions." Look at what happens: a run out, and then off the crease, a stump.
2 wickets. I love it. You know what?
Those are the weakest ways to get a wicket besides getting yourself out, Bairstow.
There we go, Tuskers. Fair delivery. Fair delivery.
Speaking of Bairstow, did you hear that he busted at 80 plus on his first match?
Bro.
But then what did he do the next match? What did he do the next match?
Gave it up. I guarantee you. Gave it up. Always does. That's Bairstow.
That's the definition of a Bairstow right there.
Bro, it's hit or miss with that guy, bro. It's like Bairstow's made for Vegas. You playing craps.
Yeah, exactly. Till stumped off a fast bowler. Come on.
Sandy
you say that wicket keeper is like 3 miles behind the stumps.
That's hilarious. I went back to work at the MGM, man. My oldest son, I mean, long story short, finances caused me to have to go back to work at the MGM. You know, a lot of people don't realize, but, you know, schools being canceled and sports being canceled means kids lose their scholarships. And my oldest son's at a honor scholarship in West Virginia. So got to do what you got to do. But yeah, I just been working a lot. I've been working a lot. I was mad respect for my man Nick, though, holding it down on Thanksgiving. You know, oh man, how did you swing that? How did you swing that?
Look at this guy with the frosted tips. There's nothing more difficult than trying to hold down a stream and having every fourth comment be, "Where's Gabe at? We miss Gabe. We need Gabe. Get off the air and bring Gabe back. Why don't you get like a blow-up doll instead? He'll do a better job." Oh.
Listen, they were probably just waiting for the rage monster to come out. I'm telling you, secretly, everybody hates umpires. Everybody does. They just don't want to admit it. They just don't want to admit it.
Yeah, exactly, Arav. Oh, by the way, where's Gabe? Exactly.
Bring back Gabe so India can win a game.
Have you not watched our streams before? That's the last thing you want to do if you want India to win. You don't want to bring Gabe on.
They're saying because I root for Australia, I'll jinx them.
I was going to say, this guy?
I guarantee you, watch tonight, India go off. And I'm like, are you serious right now? Huh?
Oh, absolutely.
You can't make it up. Bro, I quit on the Giants. No joke. I quit on the Giants. They've won 3 of the last 4 games. I quit on the Giants. They're 4-7.
They're in first place?
I can't make it up.
Abdullah. Gabe, there was a streaker that raided the field with a sign that says, "Where's Gabe?" Exactly. Where's Gabe was trending.
That's funny, man. That's funny. Let's talk about what's trending. Did you see what was trending on Twitter the other day? The diaper Dawn, bro.
I don't know that. I don't know what that is.
Oh man, apparently Trump was at a press conference at this really, really small table. I don't know why. It was like the smallest table ever. That's my wake up trail alarm.
There's the token alarm every single match. This guy sends me a video of him deep frying a turkey, right? Because I was wondering. I hear his alarm in the 2-minute video he sent me. It's hilarious.
No, that's my I gotta wake up Trey alarm. Ooh, speaking of Trey, did you see that pitch last night?
Oh, I haven't got a chance to. I was crying because I was beating Thule in our fantasy league. I was up 27 points. He had a kicker and a wide receiver left to go, and I have a guy supposedly going to play tomorrow.
You got Metcalf.
You got 40 points.
You got Metcalf. Hashtag Metcalf. Oh, that's brutal. But
runs, is that like against the rules or something? The power play's done.
Yeah, he pitched 3 innings. He had 5 strikeouts, but
He pitched well.
Pitched?
Yeah. Yeah. Bro, he throw. I got a video of a nasty curveball he throws that even threw the umpire off, and I'm like, "What are you doing? Like, it's down the plate, you heathen!" I was so upset.
I'm sure you were. Unpopular opinion. Turning Point says I don't like turkey. Not everyone does. Jody can't stand the smell of turkey. She hates it when I cook turkey because she can't stand the smell of it cooking.
Listen, nobody likes turkey. That's why we've come up with creative ways of making it, like frying turkeys and stuff like that. It's so dry.
Like turkey.
Yeah, that's why people got to put gravy on it and cranberry and all kinds of other stuff. You ever just take?
I didn't say I love it, but I like it.
Plain turkey.
I like it as sandwiches.
Oh my gosh. You know what's funny though? While we're out there filming that, right? Savannah's like, I hope you guys don't end up on YouTube on one of those fried a turkey fails. Like, come on, we're professionals. You know, we're professionals. My brother's used to be a cook. Because people usually don't fully defrost their turkeys. And then when you try to fry it and throw it in there, bro, they explode. It's hilarious.
This is rough, man.
Let me go.
Doesn't matter who they bring out there. They cannot, even come close to a strike rate of 100.
Yeah, the run rate went from 4 to 4.31.
Hey, we're rising.
I'll be back. Let me go wake this kid up.
This is tough right here. We got Moores there at strike. We got Naveen bowling. There you go. Of course, there's a guy right there. No more power play. Give me a break. Got a 1 off that. That was struck nicely. 29 runs for 2 lost. Gosh, we need some runs. Yeah, Arv, I know it sucks. Australia, India. T20s are at 12:15 my time. Midnight. There are a few days, even on a weekday, where I might still be up at that time, but not past that time. Nick, reacting to bad umpiring decision. Which one? Too many to keep track. Come on. There you go. Come on. There you go. There's a boundary to Silva. We got a strike rate of 100, ladies and gentlemen. News alert. Strike rate of 100. That's right. Yeah, it's a big stadium in Australia. That's for sure. Australia had no problem getting those 6s, though, in that big stadium. Turkish people don't like donuts. I'm not sure if that's an inside joke. Tom Curran redemption time in an hour's time. Hell, we'll see. He gives up 50 runs just about every time he goes out there. Ooh, that's close. And then everyone tells me how great of a hitter he is, right? MVP of the BBL. They don't want him on strike. He couldn't even come close to strike. They went through 8 batters last time. You see Tom Curran out there? I didn't because they said, nah. Guess who got pumped? The other Curran last time. 2 overs and 24 runs. The darlings of the world.
My boy
said, did you hear about that game? His
No.
game international this series against South Africa. Tom Curran, 4 overs, 55 runs. What do I always say about Tom Curran? The man loves to give away runs. He's like myself at Christmas. I love to give away presents. He loves to give away runs.
Oh man, that's hilarious. He loves getting pumped for runs. That's hilarious.
And guess what? Jordan was playing too. He had a nice economy rate. Tom Curran, yeah, he almost doubled what Jordan did.
How dare he? That's blasphemous. That's blasphemous.
You know it's bad when Jordan's giving you pointers on a lower economy rate.
Tom Curran next game 38 off of 1.
He still had an economy rate of almost 10. He still had any comment. You're saying that's good? That's how bad it's been for his international game. He needs to bring the mustache back. Oh, gosh, that was a beautiful ball.
Wow, what a ball. What a ball.
Gabe, I think it quite possibly, if it's not England and it's not the IPL, I have no chance. You can't make this up. This is tough.
Wow. That was a beautiful ball.
I want to know how this guy gets away with live streaming this match.
You know what, too? You see that wrist right there with that? That should not be allowed. See how he's got that white thing on his wrist? And I'm not sure, guys, do they ever get on top of players for wearing things on their wrists or even sleeves that are the same color as the ball? Because in baseball, you're not allowed to do it because the players lose track of the ball.
Tom Moores, go back to the Moors and get out of here. Horrible.
They said no, you're not allowed to. So players never get called for that. Okay, interesting. Happened once. Okay, I was gonna say, man, because that in baseball it's a huge thing.
Yeah, England versus South Africa. We know that's starting pretty soon, but we got work in about an hour, so I got a meeting in about an hour as well. So I'll be able to stay on here for another 60 minutes or so. But we are watching the LPL right now. We're going to give this a chance. We're going to try this out. We're all about whatever cricket's out there. There's so much cricket going on right now, Gabe. There's West Indies. There's New Zealand.
I love
South
it.
Africa, England. Australia, India. LPL.
I love it.
Big Bash League just had their championship with the women's. I mean, there's so much going on right now.
Even though I haven't been watching live because I've been working, I've been following my West Indies. What is going on, Renell? What is going on? Anger. I was promised a championship. Renell, what is going on? I was told we're gonna rake. We're gonna rake. Come on, man. Against New Zealand? Now, no disrespect to New Zealand, but New Zealand? Really?
New Zealand's good, man.
I don't want to hear that.
They are. You got a team with Glenn Phillips, Loki Ferguson. Are you kidding me? You ever heard of him before?
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. You know what's funny? It's just like what happens this is what happens when you go against a top quality team like New Zealand. You know what's funny? The bowling been crap. You see, Renell's always honest. That's why I love Renell.
Yes,
she's always
she
honest.
is.
That's like me, man. You know me, man. I'm brutal. It's funny. My older brother, he's a diehard Yankees fan. And he was promising this was the year again. And I'm like, bro, do you see our bowling? Nick, you know, was I at all did I ever say the Yankees were going to win this year? No. I said we were
pessimistic person. That was the weakest shot I've ever seen in my entire life. I wish they'd show us the replay. He took the weakest, little softest swing shot of all time. I don't know what he was trying to do.
He didn't want no parts of it.
He's trying to be too finesse with it. Ooh, look at this guy playing the bounce.
Nice stop.
Did we at least get a one off of that? Sure hope so. There we go. A whole 37 for 3. 37 for 3.
That's not even the problem. 37 for 3, and they got one ball and it's 8 wickets. 8 wickets, 8 overs. Ooh.
Playing in New Zealand against New Zealand is tough.
Guys, you gotta understand though, that's an American thing, right? Like whenever USA plays and we get put in the bracket of death. So we understand we're in the bracket of death. We're still shocked that we lose to, teams like we lost to Germany. Like it's Germany, they're stacked. Or, do you ever notice that in the World Cup, they always stick us in the bracket of death. They hate us. They hate us.
Always.
We get Germany in there. We got to play Brazil.
Brazil.
And, I always lose it. Brazil? How do we lose to Brazil? But it's Brazil. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
That game, it was no joke. West Indies in the first one was going crazy. Like Ronell says right here, 50 for nothing in the power play, and then comes that man Ferguson. Oh my gosh. It was no joke. I mean, they were going nuts. I want to say they had 50 in like the first, was it 2 or 3? Oh, I think it was 3 overs. 50 in the first 3 overs. And then Ferguson came. And there goes that man. He took wicket after wicket after wicket. It was tough. 50. And then get this. This is what I don't understand, Gabe. They have a whole bunch of rain problems in that first match. So they say, okay, each team's going to play 16 innings. So West Indies batted first. They got their 16 innings. They got something like 180. They said that New Zealand in their 16 innings only needed to get 176 to win. How does that make sense? If West Indies got 180 in 16 overs, how come you only need 176 in 16 overs to win?
I don't know. It's that stupid rain rule, bro.
Duckworth-Lewis is a joke.
Duckworth-Lewis is a joke.
Named after needs to sue ICC and get his name off of that rule. It's horrible.
It's a horrible rule. Why are the boundaries so small here? I was looking at that. These boundaries, I mean, this looks like Sharjah, man.
Duckworth-Lewis is beyond science. Exactly. Says these boundaries are pretty big, though. 70 plus meters.
Or is it that they got those extra little boundaries in there? Is this like regularly really huge?
There we go. There's the wide. Well, you know, there you go. A little bit of shot, a little bit of life there. You know, they bring in the boundaries for the women's games, right? Which I don't really like, but they do that.
Right.
Maybe like they had a women's team play here last, and they're like, "Hey, don't bring the boundaries back.
Don't change it. Don't change it." Oh, that's funny. Oh, it's 90 meters. It's a huge ground. They said it's 90 meters if you push it all the way back to the boundaries.
That's insane. Can you imagine? Good luck, fellas. Largest outfield in Asia.
Why'd they build it that way then?
Look at the grass even extends beyond that. Jeez. I wonder if they like built it for something else, like a different sport. And they're like, let's just make it a cricket ground. But look how much grass there is. It's okay. There's a boundary. We got pumped on that one. There we go. Bring Prasanna back. He gave up 9. He's even giving up 9, Gabe. He didn't average what Tom Curran averages.
Tom Curran drive by. Oh, man. Strategic timeout. Now, I'll take the strategic timeout to air a grievance. Okay. I'd like to air a grievance. You ready, Nick?
Wait, before you do, the upcoming views of Gabe are not supported by CFA and do not in any way reflect CFA as a YouTube channel. Go ahead.
So we did the video, right, on bad umpiring calls, right? The worst umpiring calls. And I'm looking stuff up. Somebody here, please tell me how they say Bill Buckner is one of the legendary umpires. Elite. Somebody please explain to me this guy who's trash, who's known to be trash. Somebody explain it. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Please. Because at least if I say in America, Cowboy Joe West, everybody knows he's a joke. All right? He's a joke. He must be mobbed up because he still has a job, but he's a joke. Or if I say Angel Martinez, he's a joke. We never say he's good. Thank you. Buckner's trash. But when you look him up online, legendary elite umpire? What, did he write his own Wikipedia page? Wikipedia lies. He was good but corrupt. He was good but corrupt. I'm like, seriously, what is going on? He's horrible. He is probably one of the worst. Bill Buckner is a typical NBA ref. Thank you. And all NBA refs suck. They're horrible. Okay, they're on the take. I'm pretty sure.
I'll be right back. You continue, my friend.
Thank you. Bill Buckner works for Wikipedia's headquarters. I mean, seriously. I was looking when me and Nick are doing our research, and they say he's an elite umpire. Maybe because he's known, because he's been up there, but how could that be elite? And if he's elite, then how bad are all the other ICC umpires? Are you serious? Are you serious? Then what is it with the crooked finger? With that's not Buckner. That's the other umpire. Crooked finger, help me out here, guys. He's bad as well. Not as bad as Bill Buckner. Umpiring is a thankless job, to be honest. It is. I agree. Billy Bowden. Yeah, Billy Bowden. Is that like, did he break his finger? Did he cut like a tendon in his finger so it's permanently stuck that way? Or is that just his way of trying to be cute? That's his signature move? Well, it ain't working, cousin. That crooked finger stands for crooked umpiring. Horrible. Horrible. That's his signature move. Man, he's horrible. All right, game's back on. Now that Nick's away, I'm sure the sixes will reign because he's the wicket keeper. I just had to air that out because we did that video and we were laughing. Han, how dare you use the government name? Oscar Buckner would give Campbell out for just walking on the field. Oh, that's his style. I disagree, Gabe. Billy Bowden is good. You know what? I've seen some bad umpiring calls by him, but not as bad as Bill Buckner. Bill Buckner, some of those were egregious. Like he should have been fined for how bad those calls were, guys. Bad. And I'm like, really? Oh. Gabe, Warner or Smith, your pick. You know, Warner has been playing better, especially in the IPL. He played better than Smudge. But I love me some Smudge. Oh, did he get his hand on it? Decision pending. That is one of the worst ways to get out. Arthritis. Maybe it was arthritis. That's why his finger stuck that way. Billy is an average umpiring. Oh, he did get his hand on it. That is the worst way to get. I hate that. Yeah, Malik Gaunt's low scoring match. And that is just such a lucky thing, right? Ball's coming back your way. It's not like he intentionally meant to deflect it. He just touched it on the way by because he's actually trying to catch it, and then it still goes and takes out the wicket. That's bad luck. He's out. There's no question. I don't know what they're looking at. It's out. Malik gone. Oh, boy. I love me some low-scoring matches. I love some low-scoring matches, too. That's where defense plays games. You know, we did the BBL rules, right? And every single one of those rules, with the exception of one, which is more about standings, right? So that you don't have to worry about like run rate and stuff like that when it comes to seeding at the end of the year. But the other two rules are both to benefit the offense. Everybody wants to see more offense. What about the bowlers? You know what I mean? Or in baseball, what about the pitchers? Football, what about the defense? They always try to advantage the offense. It drives me crazy. First ball for a dot. Oh boy. 49 for 4, 9.4. Another dot there. Buckner just gets things. You can see in his expression. Yeah, a lot of times there was one where he had no clue what he was doing. I agree with this statement. And I think a lot of times, you know, actually, last night at my son's game, I saw something I don't really see too often. So one of our players, there was a hit into the outfield. One of our players went from first to third. As he was sliding in, the ball came in. The third baseman caught it. He slid under the tag. Now, the way the umpire was facing, he couldn't see it. So initially, he called it out. Our sides of the stand started all yelling. So he went and asked the home plate umpire. And the home plate umpire said, no. He missed the tag on the way out. He's safe. But the point is, sometimes from your vantage point, you can't see it. It's okay to ask for help. You know what I mean? And at least in professional sports, in baseball, very seldomly do you see the umpire ask, or the field umpire ask the home plate umpire, or vice versa. It drives me crazy. Buckner was a really good, well-respected umpire. Then he became deaf and blind towards the end of his career. Oh, Dr. Jihan coming with the fire. Does Gabe have Daniel Jones' voodoo doll and stabbed him in the hamstring with his fist? Listen, Han, you can't make it up. I was so angry at the Giants, I just stopped watching. They were like 0-6 or something like that. Now they're 4-7 and they're leading the division. You can't make it up. You can't. But thanks for the comments, guys. Oh, man, it's been a while. So much fun hanging out with you. What's up, AKR? 54.
All right, with the love fest. I'm coming in to break it up.
Oh, Nick, while you were gone, right? As soon as you left, I'm like, here comes the sixes. It's going to rain sixes since you're gone. Nope, another wicket. So it's not just you, my friend. It's not just you.
Of course there was another wicket. Of course. How'd that one go down?
So Dr. Jihan came in, and I love his comment there. He said Buckner was a really good and well-respected umpire. Then he became deaf and blind towards the end of his career. You know what? I think there should be. Thank you with the Golden Knights. Oh, by the way, and I completely dropped the ball. This is on me, guys. If you were the top three, and we got it somewhere, if you were the top three, please go to Twitter or go to our Instagram page and send us your email. We got your swag bags ready for the top three IPL winners. Let me see if I can find it. I know I got it somewhere here in my phone. But part of the swag bag is going to be a Golden Knight hat. And we got some other nice goodies in there for you guys for participating with that. That was a lot of fun. They said this guy Pereira got 97 his last match. Can we get some of that power right now? Ooh, the run rate's over 5, Gabe. Watch out. Dude, this is pathetic. You know, the Australian run rate was like 7 or something in the ODI match. You know, it was crazy too, Nick. The one guy that got out, it was so Malik. It was one of those, you know how I hate it when basically
yes,
get it out of here. Wow.
That should be a 6.
When you don't mean to do it, Nick, but basically the ball comes back at you as a bowler and you just stick your hand out there and then it also hits the stumps. That's how you got your next wicket. So that was unlucky. I'll admit that was unlucky. All right, so I just updated the score. 62 for 4, guys. 11 overs in the books.
I just updated the score too. We did at the same exact time. What's inside the bag? Whole lot of nothing.
You know what I'm saying? You know, some Vegas swag, people. Vegas swag. We got a little swag in there for you guys.
Oh, Shrimity bringing the hate on the LPL. We gotta give it a chance. This is rough right now, but they've had some high-scoring matches before.
Leftover crow. Listen, I had all the crow I could take. If Gabe and Nick finished number 32 and 59 respectively in fantasy, I would have sent them shirts with those numbers and the player's name too. Oh, I did not finish 32, my friend.
Oh, John Campbell and Tom Curran's numbers. I love it.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Read Boomer's comment. That's
he loves
funny.
to hate me.
I love it.
What's with all these flat wickets in Australia, of all places? ICC needs to set regulations. Otherwise, all pitches in the world would be reduced to bowlers' graveyards. And, you know, I'm sure you're right. We usually always know what you're talking about. But at the same time, you know, Australia's won. It's as simple as that.
Oh, there goes
another
six.
One. There we go.
Wow, that's
Someone
a big
didn't
boy
tell him
six
to run
right there.
With 5.
That's a big boy 6 right there.
Oh, yes.
That would have been out of pretty much any stadium.
Man, that's 2 6s in the last 4 or 5 balls. Love it.
Oh, he's getting pumped. Get him out of there. What's going on?
Ooh. Now the run rate's at 6. There you go. Go crazy. Go crazy.
What is going on?
Go crazy.
Get out of here, Nick. Go back and get some breakfast or something. What just happened? This normally happens when Jody comes in.
Kamindu happened. Kamindu happened. I think we found our new name. I think we found a new hoodie.
He's getting bootied out there.
Yeah. This guy is the greatest bowler of all time, Nick.
Yeah, no, he's getting lit up like a Christmas tree.
Ooh, speaking of Christmas tree, do you have your Christmas tree up yet, Gabe?
You know it. The wife had it up. Bro, literally, she had it up the day after Thanksgiving. My family's nuts.
That's what we did too.
Gosh.
We want to do it before. I love having it before. More Christmas time. But we were going to wait till after Thanksgiving this time. But I'm telling you what, guys. We need to do an over-under poll right now. 90 days. Will it be over or under 90 days when Gabe puts the tree down?
Listen.
I did this guy's house in February. Oh, nice tree.
You know what's funny? Last year, well, the first year I moved into this house that I lived. So this is my 3rd year here, 4th year, I can't remember. But
boundary.
Man, he's on fire. So the first time Nick had gone over to my old house, it was July. And he's like, bro, you got your lights on outside, the Christmas lights. And I was like, I never take them down. What? To go back and put them up? Because there was no homeowners association at my old house. Over here, it's a brand new development. So they got a homeowners association so that you got 30 days after Christmas to get it down. If they're not down, you get fined by the homeowners association. So I literally, I take a day, probably the 7th of January usually, and take everything down. Because I'm like, I'm not getting fined, man. It's homeowners association. Tear it.
They wait till July. You're lucky they wait till July, man. These HOAs are no joke. They might be more powerful than the ICC.
Oh, my gosh.
More powerful than FIFA.
Listen. Oh, I was watching the funniest Key and Peele video last night. Have you ever seen the FIFA one with the fake injury? He's on the ground yelling, riding in pain on the fake tackle. And then when the red card comes out, oh, it's hilarious. Oh, my gosh.
Have you seen the one where there's more than one black guy in the acapella group?
Yeah. They're out of control.
What are you doing, man? Why are you coming to my territory? What are you doing? The one I love too is, what is that thing? What do they do where you always have someone in the group that, what does he say? Like they're at a table and their friends are talking about something and Key keeps mentioning something and then Peel's just like, okay. Like he does like that, like, okay.
Oh, the sarcastic one or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
Where he's like
every time, okay, or something like that. He's like, you don't have your own opinion, do you? You don't have your own opinion. And then eventually he breaks down.
No, yeah, the football flop era. It is hilarious. Hilarious. Now, here's a fun fact, right? Savannah's a younger brother. I mean, I say younger, but the guy's massive. He's like 6'2". He's Trey's height, only about 100 pounds heavier. Trey's 140. He's got to be 240, 220.
Oh, go for two. Yes.
Oh, bad fielding. Anyways, I told you, very first game I went to, he knocked some dude out with a headbutt. You know what I'm saying? Just out cold on the field. I think in college, he had the record at UNLV for the most yellow and red cards or whatnot. But he was so known, Nick, no joke. Some he earned. But others, let's say when we were playing our rivals, whether it was a Reno or San Diego State, any of our rivals, the guys would come literally 2 feet next to him and all of a sudden flop or whatever. And the referee would put out a card. He's like, I wasn't even. But once you get that reputation, a lot of times umpires just go by what they see. And he would be running side by side next to somebody, and the dude would just literally bump into him and then flop, bro. Oh, it was so funny. So funny. Breaking news, San Antonio wins. San Antonio. South Africa wins toss and chooses to bat.
Dude, can you imagine the stress of opening up, being an investor and opening up a brand new sports league? I mean, it's so tough, especially with these premier leagues, right? You got the IPL, you got Big Bash League, you got the PSL, and now you got the LPL, and who knows what else. Could you imagine the stress of having to open up a new league and then you have no concessions and no fans to buy tickets? You got to rely just on TV deals and whatnot. And then you got to buy all the equipment, all the jerseys, all the kits, all that. Like, stressful, man.
That is tough. I got to say, though, bro, we have to go to the inaugural game.
Oh!
There we go. You know, LA, because it's so close to Vegas, guys, most people in Las Vegas root for LA teams. That's why there's a lot of Raider fans out here and, you know, a San Francisco 49er fan. We're so close to California. But that'll be the one time Nick and I will have to probably root for the same team because that'll be our home away from home team. And we gotta go to the opening game, man. I hope it's not during the school day, because I'm gonna pull a Nick. I'm gonna use my personal day here.
I gotta start saving those up.
I'm gonna start saving them up, man. I don't want to get Ferris Bueller's Day Off, man. You ever seen that where he's on TV? Oh,
he's out of control. You know, talking about Ferris Bueller's, I watched War Games for the first time with Jackson the other night on Netflix. That's a good movie, man.
Oh, yeah, that was a really good film.
First time, man.
Matthew Broderick.
He's a baby in that movie.
Yeah, he is.
You got Ali Sheedy in that movie, too. I'm telling you, man, Ali Sheedy looks completely different, just with longer hair in that movie than she does in Breakfast Club a few years later.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Let me ask you a question. Could you get in trouble? Let's say if you just call out of work, whatever. I'm using a sick day, whatever. I don't got a personal day. And you go to a sporting event. I never said I was sick. I said I'm using a sick day, okay? Could you literally get in trouble? I'm curious.
I think they call it a sick day for a reason. Dude, the Tuskers, they've already used 7 different bowlers. They have 7 different bowlers on their lineup of 11. I'm sure some are all-rounders, obviously, but wow.
Arms upon arms upon arms, Daddy.
Oh, well, he pulled the string on that one.
Ooh, that looked like a changeup.
That looked nasty.
Yo, I'm gonna send you 3 videos, Nick, of Trey's. Well, I already sent you one of his 2-seamer yesterday. I'm gonna send you his 2-seamer, his changeup, and his curveball. And you look at those videos and you tell me, yeah, I can hit him. Bro, he was filthy last night. Oh my gosh.
Dude, I probably couldn't even hit it off the tee. You know how
Bro,
long it's been?
I think the last time I faced him, he might have been 14. So it might have been 2 years ago now. And he was already throwing like hot stuff I couldn't handle. You know what I mean? So, and now at 16, it's brutal. I'll put it up on our.
I'll take a look at your Patreon request for sure. Psychologically. I like how he said that. Current run rate. Come on, let's get that over 7. Come on.
Hey, CFA, try Cricket's American commentary on the radio. We have to check it out.
Oh, that's at his head. Come on.
Wow.
That's the same height as a melon.
They didn't call that a wide?
I guess it's got to go over the head. He's got a chance of hitting that. Are you kidding me?
Trey will play for SRK team in the U.S. League. Bro, now that we got a league.
Telling you. Hopefully it never happens. But what a throw.
Wow.
Not a run out, but that was a nice throw.
That was a really good throw.
Telling you, if Trey ever, hope it never happens. If Trey ever goes down for injury, right? And he has to get surgery. When he comes out of that surgery, the first thing he's going to say is, Dad, it's time to get ready for cricket.
Oh, man. You know what's funny, bro? He's having such a monster year, 7-on-7s this year for football. I mean, he's already got 5 or 6 interceptions. I mean, like 3 touchdowns. He's having a monster year. And it's frustrating because right now, like we're sending all the stuff out and we're putting stuff on his Instagram or whatever and trying to, contact college coaches. But this is just killing us. He should be playing in these out-of-state tournaments. Everything is shut down. No high school ball. It's so frustrating, man.
Boundary. It says here you have to show a medical certificate for a sick day. Yeah, I mean,
what?
Without talking too much about specifics of work, you need to be sick. So as far as I could understand, a supervisor. Oh, he stopped that boundary, little punk. As far as I understand, a supervisor can ask for a doctor's note, but it's not very common. They honesty policy.
Interesting. So I guess it's not a good idea for me to call out sick and then be at the inaugural.
That reminds me of the Saved by the Bell episode where Zach Morris, he called sick or whatever, and he went to a Dodgers game and he was on the TV catching the foul ball.
Oh,
and then the homie used that as blackmail against him. Oh, go get that ball!
Wow, that's a big boy shot.
Transformer.
That's a big boy shot. So I'm sorry, we're not even in the death overs now. And what just happened to the score? This thing looked like it was gonna be one of those CPL scores.
A Tridentian performance.
Oh, don't tell me it's a no ball. Please. Oh,
no, I think he's good, but that's close.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think? No ball?
Call a no ball so we can go for a 12.
Just say you have COVID. No one will.
Free hit.
It was a no ball. Gosh.
Oh.
Wide.
Trash. Yes, a wide. He almost got that inside. Ooh, that was close.
So far in this no ball, you've given up a 6. Now a wide. That's 7. Let's see how much you can give up on.
That's 13. A baker's dozen, ladies and gentlemen.
You got to be kidding me.
Oh, I love to see. Some people like to smell napalm in the morning. I love to see Gabe suffer in the morning. Oh, I said this. I meant the smell of napalm. There's a 4. So we got 11 on that. I'll take that.
Almost a dozen. Gabe, Gabe, put onions under your Gabe, put onions under your armpits and you'll get a mild fever. Oh my gosh. Listen, when I was a kid, I had all kinds of elaborate ways to get out of school. So You remember when we used to have those thermometers, the glass ones, Nick, or whatever? I would literally,
Mercury.
I'd be like, Mom, I don't feel good. You know, can I get some tea? And she would make me the tea and then bring the thermometer. I would stick the thermometer in the tea without her looking and then put it under my tongue. That was a sure way to find her weight.
Another boundary. I love
What is
Naveen.
going on?
I love Naveen.
Hit him.
6, 7. Is that 15, 19 on that over?
Ooh. Wow. He got pumped. Oh, Naveen. Oh, what an ugly over.
You know what's the best way of getting out of faking sick? I think I only did it one time. Because, you know, my mom, she loved me so much. Okay, stay home. I don't care. And so what you do is you take like a can of vegetable soup, right? With some water. Put it in a bowl, right? And then when someone comes downstairs, you chug that and keep it in your mouth, right? And so when they come out, you go, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, super chat from Jahan. What else is new? What's up, Dr. Jahan? Australia ODI side is back to playing with the confidence of the 2015 World Cup winning side. Started with the away series win in India last year. Then the recent win in England. Only missing link is Stark's form. Yeah, Stark has been rough to watch. It's been tough. Stark has not been the Stark that I have heard about and the Stark that I saw on the test. He was basically their worst bowler.
Well, remember, Mitchell Stark got injured the very first game of the IPL, bro. And that, you know.
Mitchell Stark didn't come at all. He didn't even show up to the IPL.
Wasn't that Mitchell Stark who got hurt? Oh, get it out. Catch.
Oh, come on. No. There we go. That's exactly what happened for the India fielders every single time. The ball would go up. They would stay longer than that one, but there was no one around it. Thanks for the super chat, Johan. They honestly, and everyone's been saying that it's all about, oh, it's in Australia. It's in Australia. Listen, I don't care where it's at. You had the first 5 guys get 60 plus. The first 5 guys, they all got 60s.
Here's my argument to that, and this is where I got to agree with everybody else. Because, yeah, I can see if Australia put up 380 and India got rocked and only put up 200. But India put up 339, 340. Those pitches suck.
Exactly.
No.
So it's what good for the goose is good for the gander, right? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Australia put up 380. India put up 320, 308, or 330, 308, and they lost both matches. The bowling has been horrendous.
Is it the bowling or is it the pitches? Again, just like the BBL, all these rules are made for offense. All these, you know, like they want to see more runs. It drives me crazy.
Oh, the bowling has been horrendous. Listen, they're both playing on the same pitch. Okay? I'm not saying that there's not reasons for the higher scores. All I'm saying is the first 5 guys got 60.
Man.
The fielding placement has been atrocious. India's never in the right place whatsoever. Australia, their first 7 wickets were all by catches. Smith, he had a diving John T. Rhodes-esque catch. Henriquez had a diving John T. Rhodes-esque catch. Unbelievable.
I would say, and somebody that knows American baseball, there's a stadium in America where no pitchers like to go pitch at. It's Coors Field, because it's such a spacious ground. Not only is it up in altitude, so you give up a lot of home runs, but once the ball gets hit in the outfield, in the gap, that thing is going to roll forever. So that place is known for giving up doubles and triples. I hate that stadium. That stadium shouldn't exist. It honestly shouldn't, okay? It drives me crazy. Nobody wants to pitch at Coors Field. So if I am a bowler and I got to go bowl, like the Australian team built their team, I'm assuming, to be able to play in these conditions. You feel what I'm saying, Nick? If I'm a bowler, if I'm of another international team, I don't want to go to Australia and bowl. And when I do, I don't want those numbers on my career numbers.
Look at this guy's strike rate. 47 runs on 19 balls.
Wow.
47 runs on 19 balls. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Boomer. I hear a lot of people. I've heard that comment from a lot of people. Here, let me see. Where's it at? Had it been India who won the toss, they'd probably have scored a similar score, Nick. It's the scoreboard pressure that costs India. I understand what you're saying. I completely do. And you're saying there's other factors too, and you understand that. But for me, and Gabe will tell you all the time, I get on him with this all the time, that this sounds like something that Gabe would say. It's a sound argument, but for me, I'm not about the excuse of just a toss. We lost the match because we lost the toss. Does the toss help you out? Probably. Right?
Way too much.
Who was it?
Way too much.
Hold on. Who was it? It was Pat Cummins. He said he could have kissed Aaron Finch for winning the toss and choosing to bat first because he knew about the conditions. I understand it. It definitely is a smaller factor, but I have a hard time seeing an international team playing in a different country saying if we don't win this toss, we're going to lose. And I know they're not saying that, but that's basically what I think when I hear we lost the toss, so we lost the match. You still have to play the game. Another way to look at this, and you guys are going to kill me for this, but this is another way to look at it mentally, is if I know what my total is, something as daunting as near 400, at least I know, like, okay, that's what I have to get to win this match. So our game plan is not to be silly aggressive, but to be aggressive, shot selection, and let's do our best to get to that total, right? There's not an advantage in batting second, but at least you know what your total is and you know what your game plan is. Australia won the toss. Fine. That's the reason why they scored 380? No, they had some class batting as well.
Right. And somebody said that there was bad fielding. I get all those things, but
horrible fielding.
Let me ask you a question, and we've already seen this in IPL. We've seen this in the West Indies series in England. Is there any other sport in the world that winning the toss is as important as cricket? I can't think of one, bro. I can't think of one, and that's just sheer luck.
Football, it's a pretty big deal because you want to get the ball in the second half. You want to be able to have that chance of if you're losing near the end of the first half, you can score, you get the ball back and score again, and you could be down 14 points and equalize it. It's a pretty big deal. But yeah, I mean, that's determined right before the match. It's crazy that it is. And you win the toss. Look at this guy. He is sweating like crazy. That shirt is soaked. He's put in some serious work. He's one run away from a 50. But yeah, like Show Shaw says right here, they won by 50 runs. 50 runs. The first game they won by 60 runs, right? Let's not take anything away from Australia here. And I'm rooting for India, for crying out loud. I got the hat right here. I'm rooting for India. I'm just saying, Australia, batting-wise, not bowling. The bowling, they gave up 300. Batting-wise, unbelievable.
You know, and I agree with you there, but I think that even when you just said it, 50. When you said bowling, they gave up 300, that just tells you that field plays. And I mean, it is what it is. Obviously, everybody knows that going into Australia. Did it seem that way on the test, by the way, Nick? I don't remember scores being that high when we watched the test.
No, I'm telling you, you can't take, listen, let's talk about, oh, go, baby, go. Oh, he tried. Let's talk about the Indian side, who scored 300 in both matches, in the ODI matches. They have a really deep offensive side, do they not? They have like, what, 3 or 4 captains from the IPL in their offensive side. They got Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul, Virat Kohli, Dewan, Agarwal. They have some serious guys that can bat. They're not scrubs. They're good enough to be able to put 300 back-to-back. Australia was just, I mean, they were insane with the 4s. And it's a bigger ground. They got a ton of 6s.
Where's my boy Sky?
That too. Jahan, another super chat. The Sydney pitches for the first 2 ODIs were pretty flat. Pitch conditions didn't change for 100 overs or so. No huge advantage to Australia. They just batted, bowled, and fielded better. I'm telling you, they got catches at the perfect times possible. Agarwal and Dewan, they were 60 in that partnership very, very early. They were rocking and rolling. And then in back-to-back overs, they got caught, right? You can't sit there as a bowler and say, oh, I'm going to bowl a ball where we're going to get caught right now in this position. But you can't bowl a ball to where they take a bad shot selection and it's in the air and you catch the ball. All I'm saying is, call it luck or not, India's wickets came at the worst times possible. Australia's wickets, we were talking about it. They all came after the batter got 50 or 60 plus. Those are not big wickets. India could not buy a big wicket.
Let me stop you there for a minute. First and foremost, both Silva and Perea got 50. 50
Woo!
and 50. Wow. And right now, I am shocked. Remember when we were clowning, it was the 9th over, and they were at 56 or something. What happened?
22.
The 9th over.
The first over, the death. We got 4 more to go, baby.
Bro, the first over, the run rate was at 4. The run rate's almost at 9. What happened?
The cricket gods decided to come back to me and say, okay, Nick. Okay, Nick.
My luck again. Guys, it's me. It's me. I don't know what I've done. Oh my gosh.
Now,
what have
the
I
real
done?
question, Gabe, is this these grounds? Are they a fast scoring wicket or slow scoring? The first 10 overs, super slow scoring. Now super fast scoring. It's going to really tell the tale when the Tuskers go up through the bat. If they keep scoring like crazy, then the Stallions just took forever to get going. If it's a slower wicket, the Stallions are playing out of their minds right now.
Third grade cricket happened. Third grade cricket. It was third grade cricket. Those first 4 overs, what happened? I mean, that first 4. Well, yeah, those first 9 overs with those first 4 wickets. Jeez.
Mira says, Nick, you can do that. Captain set field and tell bowlers to bowl a ball to induce a shot from a batsman to get caught in specific field position. Well, I didn't know about that, about the specific field. I didn't know they can call their shot to be caught over here. I definitely know that they can bowl a certain way to try to induce those balls that are not going to go past the boundary, that go more in the air. I didn't know about specific field position. That's interesting. That's interesting. There was someone who commented. Thank you, Mira. Appreciate that. Yeah, they totally messed up the power play. There was someone that had commented and said, it kind of drove me a little crazy. They said that fielding positioning means nothing in cricket, in ODI cricket. It doesn't mean anything. You can't really judge too much on your – you just get lucky. You put your fielders where you want in a certain spot, and you just hope for the best. Does anyone agree with that? That there's no science, there's no preparation on fielding, on trying to scout these players and see Steve Smith has 10 balls here, 10 balls here, and 1 ball to the cover drive. You tell me they don't know that kind of stuff when they're fielding? The guys
better.
Just completely luck. You just put them out there and hope for the best.
There's no way. That's called sabermetrics, people. You do research. You know where guys like to hit the ball.
Thank you, guys.
And it has to be.
They're probably trying to troll me because come on.
There's no way. It's sabermetrics, okay? Now, Kush, I agree with you. Mush at it again. I can't. Really? Nick has been miserable. I have enjoyed watching his streams complaining about India losing to Australia. Rough. The first stream I come back. I don't know what I've done. I don't know what I've done. Oh, gosh.
You know, I'm used to, and you know, Gabe is too, but he won't admit it. Drive by. I'm used to being wrong. I'm used to the comments saying, Nick, you're wrong about this. That's how you learn. Oh, he caught it. Did he? No, it bounced.
Catch. No.
He must
drop.
Have bounced.
You heathen.
Drop
a guy that's on 50. Yeah, go ahead.
Now at 9. Let me see this.
He dropped it.
Oh,
that was a sitter, bro. That was a sitter. Bad.
I have so many
fielding.
comments that say, Nick, you're wrong. Nick, you're wrong. That's how we learn. That's how I learn. I'm expecting it. But when I saw that comment that fielding doesn't really matter, I was like, there's no way I know more about cricket than you do, pal.
Somebody tell me that wasn't a drop, guys. Tell me dude had something to do with that. That's a sitter. For the love of, oh my gosh.
Gabe, you are feeding people's like addiction right now with all this anger. They're like, yes, I've been dealing with this for too long.
They want to see my misery is what it is, bro. I can't believe it. What happened in this game? Yeah, let's go ahead and give the guy that's on 50
Thanks, Renell.
An extra out. Let's go ahead and do that. Gosh, it's so,
Yes.
And people will make excuses. People will make excuses. Oh, it slipped. The do.
Pass the fielder.
Oh my gosh. Oh, they're just giving it up now. Fix. No,
He's
the fix is in.
fuming.
The fix is in. That he let that go by. Somebody get on the phone with the ICC right now. The fix is in. No, this cannot be. Somebody just tell me, did he even try? Look at this effort. Look at this effort. Did he even try? Oh, really? Dive. Oh my gosh. Look at the bowler is upset right now. He's saying, "What did I do to you guys?"
It's hilarious. It's hilarious that Gabe's losing his mind on a few misplays, and I'm being the one that told him to calm down. They're just so used to Gabe losing his mind. They're so used to it. It's like the sun goes up. I'm the one that's being told to calm down. Sorry, Shosha. Maybe it was you that gave that comment. Hopefully not. But that was a horrible comment. I'm not going to calm down on that one. Jahan with another super chat. With Warner injured. Yeah, that's a huge one. Oh, that's a huge one. The last ODI is the perfect chance to blood a youngster like Philippe, Pukovsky, and D Short. But I think they'll open with Wade. That's who I would have thought was Wade. And, he's one of the few guys I know about. Oh, another one, Gabe. Another one. Yes. Yes. Look at the ball right now.
Somebody please tell me that it's the dude. Somebody please tell me it's the dude. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? I want the whole team investigated. Who's got money on this game? Oh
my goodness gracious. Appreciate the super chat. Yeah, I think Wade, we saw him in the tour with England. He did a great job there. In the test, they're like, oh, this guy's older, but he's still reliable. The guy's still performing. Bring in Wade. Oh!
I can't believe it. All right, Vignac, thank you for the super chat. Vignac says, I agree, Nick. In cricket, fielding doesn't matter much. Neither do runs and wicket. Oh, my gosh. Neither do umpires for that.
It doesn't matter who you send out there to bowl. We'll get some wickets. It doesn't matter who you send out to bat. Send Nick out there to bat. We'll get some runs. Oh, that's hilarious.
And then to add insult to injury, a six. This poor guy is getting pumped. Mind you, okay, it's his fault for giving up that 6. But this guy should be out. They dropped the sitter.
9.5. It was at like 4 at one point.
Gosh, this is the worst
run rate.
Bro, this is the worst over ever.
Oh, right over his head. Go for 2. Go for 2. He's not going to field it cleanly. Go for 2. Appreciate the super chat.
Yeah, nah, don't risk it. It's the last ball. Now you switch you get back on strike any which way. Oh my God.
If Wade comes in, I would, if it was me, this would be a better question for Australia fans. I would keep Carey at wicketkeeper because he's done a fine job. I wouldn't mess that up. But Wade might be a better wicketkeeper. Who knows? I'm a believer of, whatever the hot hand is, whatever's going good, stick with it. I like Wade's bat. I think he's probably more popular for his fielding, but I like his bat. The question is who's going to open? Who's going to open with Finch?
Hey, I'll be right back.
We'll be Labuschagne. Would he open with Finch? Warner going down, that's a huge injury. Now, luckily for Australia, and this is going to sound cold, it happened after they batted the first innings. But that's a huge loss right there. And it's not just, this series is won. It's huge for the upcoming T20, upcoming test series that's coming. I'm going to be so mad. I'm so mad that the T20 series is at midnight. Not going to be able to stream any of those matches. Oh. He's hit that mini amount. These guys are incredible. De Silva, Pereira. They got a 6 on Naveen's first ball in the 18th over. Oh, my gosh. South Africa's going to get 600 today? If the Cox in good form, they could. I mean, not really, but you know. $167. Jeez Louise. That means it was 161 before this over. This is beautiful. Drop. No, he caught it. He caught it. Gabe comes back and they get a catch.
Finally. Heaving. My gosh.
Oh, that's the captain.
167 for 5. I mean, they're still in the 17th and the 18th over, people. 190. How did it go from having 30 runs in a power play to 190? How?
They finally realized I was rooting for him. That's how.
Oh, don't tell me it was a no ball. Ah. That's got to be no. That's good. What do you guys think?
So, Mira has a comment here. Nick, fielding positions do matter, but Coley didn't have bad field positions. It was just a good batsman, play different shots depending on the field. I'm guessing you're a big Coley fan, right? And he got 89 on 87 balls. He batted very, very well. But when it happens for 2 matches in a row, when it happens for 100 total overs fielding, I don't think you can use that excuse anymore. I don't think it's just bad luck. When it happens for 100 fielding overs, because it wasn't just the second match, it was also the first match. The first match not just was the bad fielding positions, that was more of dropping the ball. Gabe, you would have loved that. There was at least 3 or 4 drops, at least on India's side, at least. And they were all easy. Well, yeah, most of them were pretty easy. The second one was more of the fielding positions, but you had that in both matches. I think you can only use that excuse for so long. But think about this. If you're the captain of India, and I get it, you're playing in Australia, you're playing against Australia, but you're the captain of India, and you've allowed 740 runs or whatever it's been in 2 matches? You can't tell me, oh, it's okay, it's just bad luck. I mean, that was like our boy Dinesh saying, we just got to hit some more 6s. That's all we got to do.
Yeah, unacceptable.
Got to give me a little more than that.
Now, I do know that in baseball, specifically, when you see the field set up a certain way, as a batter, you try to go against the field. So if they're playing for me to pull, I'm going to try to go the other way. But that's easier said than done. Most players just go to their tendencies. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Now, Veen got that huge wicket with that catch. Oh, what do you swing at that for? What? That's what I'm talking about. You can't swing at that. You can't swing at that to Silva.
There we go.
Hat-trick ball coming up.
Hat-trick ball.
You can't swing at that
to Silva.
That's what I'm talking about. Shot selection.
Wow. Naveen, who
and
got
fielding positioning.
Naveen, who got pumped earlier. Naveen, who got pumped. Huh?
He almost fell on the run-in. Look, like he kind of tripped himself. And he kept his balance and got a wicket.
God, I hate the way they're fielding. Watch their hands all below their chest. They're not high pointing the balls like that guy dropped it earlier. I hate that like cradle catch, man. Palms up there. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Nikhil, it's Nikhil Nauru 11, Cali 14 BC, and AK Hills team. That's our 1, 2, and 3, guys. So if you are in this stream or if you are in the chat, make sure you hit us up on Twitter. Make sure you hit us up on Instagram with your email info so that we could set something up for you guys and get an address to send you guys your swag bags.
No, if you dropped Coley, that would be disastrous. That would be disastrous. But maybe a captaincy.
Never happened.
I don't see it happening, though. Now, to answer some of the questions, are you guys going to be streaming this match or that match? India, Australia was the one that we were super excited to be able to stream. We are always, like proof right now, LPL in the morning. We are always up for streaming different matches, different teams. We're not exclusive to just one country or two countries or three countries. South Africa, England would be awesome. The timing didn't work the best. It was a little later, and we had to work in a few minutes, so we're not going to be able to do that one. But just in the future, yes, we're definitely wanting to stream those. As far as highlights go, I don't want to blame Gabe, but I think he's okay with this. His schedule's crazy. It's as simple as that. I have no problem doing some solo, no reactions, but no reactions. We're asking a lot of our audience to deal with the no reactions, but a solo no reaction, I just don't know if that's what you guys would prefer. So my answer is we'll try to get as much as we can. We got holiday season coming up with family. They come first, but what we bring to you is what we'll bring to you. And, as always, we'll try to do the best we can.
Yeah, no, and again, with me going back to MGM, so basically I'm working 2 jobs, and then of course I'm running Trey around to his football and baseball. So yeah, my schedule is definitely crazy. Like I said, I'm actually going to go on Twitter and post some of his pitching from last night. I know I've posted some of his football before. It's tough because normally the high schools would be doing all this for us guys, but because of COVID, we have to have them on these club teams, and we got to do all this extra running around with them. But when you've got a high school athlete who's wanting to play college sports, all right, and this is what we've put a lot of time and money and effort into, I can't just leave it to chance that, it's
There's a boundary.
It's like I said, COVID has really thrown off a lot of people's and that's again, I know that for a lot of people, when I say 2020 sucks and COVID, like, listen, we lost someone to COVID, and people have a lot more problems than we do as far as people are out of work and things of that nature. But unfortunately, there's so many effects other than just health and you know what I mean, and work. And man, Vegas is about to get shut down again. It's crazy. Gabe is a new MGM Lion. He only roars when he sees Campbell. That's funny. Yeah, bad bowling positions, in my opinion.
Yeah, our boy Jofra Archer, 5 balls, only 1 run so far.
Oh, he's a man. He's a man. Come on,
MVP.
I remember when we started watching him, people were like, "Oh, it's just because England and he's overrated." Well, I've seen this guy play in England. I've seen him play in Dubai. I've seen him. I mean, this guy's a savage. Jofra Archer's a savage, and I get it. West Indies fans might be a little salty because he was with the West Indies before. But you got to get paid, right? You got to do what you got to do.
Brings up a great question in my mind.
Oof.
Do you guys prefer, if you had the choice, a no video reaction or an R3 wickets? Let me know. Sometimes it might be a solo of either one. Sometimes it'll be both of us. Which one do you all prefer?
Renil's like, Jofra Archer, huh? Yeah, Renil. Remember, like earlier on, we were talking about how, and Nick was the first one on Jofra Archer. I will admit that. And in the England series, when they were playing the West Indies, I was like, man, he's a savage. And people were like, oh, no, he's not that good. He can't bowl deep in the games, whatever. And I'm like, are you guys kidding me? The guy's a savage. I can see what I see. Looks like we got some votes for R3 wickets. Like, listen, even as a Yankees fan, I could admit that the best baseball player for years is Mookie Betts, and he's a Red Sox fan. I mean, he's a Red Sox. Well, now he's a Dodger. It is what it is. You got to be able to recognize talent. You know what I mean? People are saying both.
Oh, nice full toss. Oh, and it caught. Wow. I've never seen a full toss go that badly. Nice.
Ooh. They might not break 190. Can they keep it under 190?
He must have had some pace on that ball to have it just like he just killed that bat. Full toss. Maybe he didn't give a powerful shot on it. He must have had some pace on that. I'm not sure if this guy's a spinner and I've not been paying attention because that ball just died off his bat.
Oh, come on. Oh, that's a good delivery. What are they talking about? I don't think he was expecting it, and it was a full toss outside, and you know what I mean? It's one of the outs yesterday. I think I'm gonna post that one, right? The number 4 hitter on the team, right? So Trey has got 2 strikeouts back to back, right? And here goes their number 4 hitter, Nick. First thing he does, outside changeup, gets the guy to pop up straight up in the air, 1 pitch out. Like I know you're looking for my fastball. I'm not giving it to you here. So that guy's probably looking for something different. He gets a full toss outside, and he's not able to get a real good swing on it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times guys make up their mind before the ball is even delivered. At least they do.
Sam Curran away from his brother. He just gave up a 4 and a 6 in back-to-back balls.
Oh my God. Che
has guys, this is going to be the last 3 balls for me, probably for Gabe as well. I got a meeting in just a few minutes here. This LPL match, this was fun. It reminded me of our IPL streams that we were doing early in the morning. We won't be doing this every morning, especially the next several days. We have some testing going on, but it was a lot of fun to hang out with you guys. We will be back in, less than 12 hours for parts of the ODI match. Hope to see you guys all there. Excited to see this last part. I love watching an entire series on a stream. See if India can get the toss, see if they can bat first, and see if we can see them bat while streaming. That would be nice.
Oh, if I'm watching, of course they're going to get the toss first. Of course. You know, it's funny. Nepal today says Trey has a hard life, huge pressure from Gabe. He pitched 3 innings, 5 strikeouts, only gave up 1 earned run. And as soon as he got in the car, I'm like, bro, why'd you walk that guy? Because he walked one dude. There are no walks. There are no walks, period. Oh, my gosh.
But, you know, you do that kind of coaching for a kid if they can handle it. Some kids can't handle that. Other kids like, yep, you're right, Pop. I can do that. I like this comment. CFA Nation is sucker for cricket, so we need both. Love it.
Ooh, another wide. See, this is the thing. You can't give up free runs.
Both of us.
You can't give up so many. I think, and so far, since I've been sitting down watching the stream, I've seen about 7 wides, bro. You can't do that.
He tried to hit that too.
Another wide, 2 wides. You can't do that.
Ooh, Pradeep. He's got 2 balls. He's a 6 away from getting hootied. Woo!
Oh,
on Pradeep.
Well, he's giving them up right now.
Yep, that was wide. You have a good one too, Saganisia. You have a good one too, my friend. Thanks for joining.
I gotta head to class. Yeah, both of us do. Come on. I want to see this.
Oh, the egrets are out.
Do not give up the hootie.
Get a 6 for the egrets. They came to watch a match. Oh, another wide? No? What? It was in the same spot.
It was just inside. But as the batsman, right, you see him doing out there, you probably want to step out there to try to get that hit. It was just inside. But then if the bowler sees you step in there, then they're going to bowl it in at you.
Oh, there's a dot. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us for our first LPL match. We got a lot of firsts coming up these last few weeks. We will see you. Both of us will see you in less than 12 hours. Have a great day. Thank you so much for always showing. And until next time.